Hello students, welcome to class 10th session of English and I hope all of you are doing well. So for today's session I am going to take the new topic, that is determiners, and I hope already all of you have idea about the topic because all you people have already gone through this same topic in your previous classes too. Basically, if we talk about the meaning of the determiners, you know very well that these are kind of noun modifier. Adjectives, you remember that they are also taken as a noun modifier, which changes the noun. So here also they are the one, they precede and are necessarily followed by the noun. Adjectives basically perform a similar function, but the determiners refers to a relatively limited set of well established words, and that can be said to mark noun, because when you are talking about the adjective, so any word you can use to define your noun, but here determiners are the predefined one. So the function of determiners is just to express the reference, that they clarify what a noun is referring to. For example, when one say that box, so the listener knows that which box you are talking about or to which box you are referring to. Different kinds of determiners are there, so one by one we are going to talk about each. The first kind of determiners that we are going to talk about today is articles. Articles, if we talk about, these are of three kinds: a, n and the. These are further divided into two parts, the indefinite article and the definite one. Indefinite when it is not, when we are not talking about the particular one, and the definite one when we are talking about the particular one. So a and n are the indefinite article, and I hope all of you are very well aware that you cannot interchange a and n to each other. The reason being because a, if we talk about, we are using it before the words that will begin with the consonants, and n we are using with the only before the words that begin with the vowels. I hope you people are all of you are very well aware that how many types of vowels are there? 5. Yes, very good. And what are these? Just count on your fingertips. Yes, a, e, I, o, u. So these 5 vowels are there, and beside that all the consonants are there. Okay, alphabets, if we talk about, total 26 letters are there in that alphabets from A to Z, and these are 26, it includes 26 letters. Clear? And out of these 5, A, E, I, O, U will be taken as the vowels, and rest, the leftover 21 will be taken as the consonants one. One more thing you need to take care of while you are talking about these 5 vowels. Many of the students are doing the mistake and they are not focusing on the phonetic sound and just looking at the letter, they are writing a or n accordingly. So sometimes it can create the problem. So what you have to focus on, you need to work on the phonetic sound of these vowels. Clear? Like the example is given here. Sometime you have seen before H also N is mentioned, but we know very well H is consonant. So why we are mentioning it? So some exceptional cases are there, like when H is silent. Yes, very good. I know that many of you have already got the example of that. N, R, honor, honest. So before that we are using N. But the same case is there sometime when the word starting with the U or E, then also we are using A, but E and U are taken as the vowels. So why we are using A before that? Yes, the reason being because here we need to focus on the phonetic sound. Clear? Like European or university, if we are writing, so the sound of U here will be Y, and it is not taken as the phonetic one. So when the sound of U will be A, then only we are going to use then only we are going to use N before the word. For example, what you will use before umbrella? Yes, very good. It will be N. So before umbrella, reason being the word starting with U, but the sound is A. That is the phonetic sound, and we are talking about the phonetic sounds of vowels. So I hope all of you have got the idea. Now I am going to take the few more points related to the indefinite articles. Like the first one, when to use the indefinite article? When you are referring to some member of a group, class or any category. For example, he is a doctor or an Indian. Please, whenever you are using in, you need to focus on the phonetic sound of the letter. Clear? Only the vowel sound, those who are having before that only you are supposed to write N, otherwise A will be used with the consonants. Okay, a Hindu. Secondly, to refer to a kind of or any example of something, for example, he has a large nose, he has a thick beard, he has a strange aunt. So when you are referring to a particular kind of person or object, preceding singular noun also with the words what or such. For example, you have seen when you are saying in the exclamatory sign that what a car, oh that's such a shame. So then also you are using A or N accordingly. The next one, if we talk about when you are referring to one particular object, person or a thing, then also you are going to use A or N accordingly. For example, here it is given the thieves stole a necklace and a portrait. So here before the noun is given necklace and the first letter you will see it is N, which is a consonant, that's why before that we have used A. Same way portrait is written here, P, the first letter is consonant, that's why before that we have written A. So I hope you people are very well clear about that. So this I talk about indefinite articles. Now I am moving to the definite one. Definite article, if we talk about, it means when we are talking about the particular thing. So the is known as the definite article in English. Now we'll go through the different uses of that. So just pay attention here. First one, when something is being referred to that has already been mentioned. For example, just look at the example here that I saw a pretty girl at the mall today. Clear? You have mentioned about the girl in the first sentence, and you just look at the another part of this. The pretty girl did not, however, see me. So when you mentioned about that same girl, you have used the with that. So I hope this point is clear. When you are talking about something which you are already aware about, you have already mentioned about, so the will be used. Secondly, when both parties involved in the conversation are aware of what is being discussed, at that time also we are going to use the. The example you can see, where is the restroom? So here you can see both the parties are aware about the restroom, that's why they have mentioned the before it. Thirdly, to refer to unique objects, for example, the sun, the moon, the earth, the Taj Mahal. So these are the unique one of its kind. So we have used the before each. Then the next we'll see use of the with the superlatives or the ordinal numbers. Ordinal numbers, I hope all of you aware that which we use to rank a set of objects like first, second, third, fourth. So these are the ordinal one. So with that also we are going to use the. The example you can see, Mount Everest is the tallest monuments on the earth. Here we are using the superlative one, the tallest one I have mentioned here, so that's why before that the will be used. Neil Armstrong was the first man on the moon. Before the ordinal number first, again we have used the. Next one, to refer to group of people, geographical areas and oceans, and with decades or the group of year also we are going to use the. The example, the Americans, the Sahara, the Pacific, the 50s, 60s, the 70s, the 80s. So these are the few examples where we have seen that the use of the can be done. Now on the basis of this, quickly everyone write down any 3 sentences with the use of the right now. Each and everyone take out your notebook, open it up and just start writing any 3 sentences with the use of the. You can take the help from the points we have discussed here, and on the basis of that you can frame your sentences quickly. Now the another kind of determiners is quantifiers. What is the meaning of quantifiers? Which form a subclass under it. It is also a subclass under the determiners only, and these are used as the adjectives or the phrases, and through these quantifiers we are getting the answer of these two, either how many or how much. So when we are getting the idea about the quantity, so that will be taken as the quantifiers. Now we'll see the usage of quantifier. Note down side by side that quantifier usage, if we talk about, it is used to describe the quantity, and secondly it is used to express the attitude. Note down everyone the quantifier list. You can note down it in your notebook. Uncountable nouns, both countable, uncountable and countable nouns. So under uncountable nouns you can write much when you are not aware about the quantity, how much quantity you are talking about, which cannot be counted, like much, a little, little, very little, a bit of, a great deal of, a large amount of, a large quantity of, because it is uncountable. Then firstly just pay attention to the countable one, which can be counted: many, a few, few, very few, a number of, several, a large number of, a great number of, a majority of, so that can be counted. Now at the center you can see both. Both means which either can be taken for the uncountable one or the countable one. So the first one is like all, enough, more, most, less, least, no, none, not any, some, any, a lot of, lots of, plenty of. So in that case either you are talking about the countable one or the uncountable one. I hope all of you have noted down in your notebook quickly. Now we are taking the another type of determiners, that is demonstratives. You remember in your junior classes, like the first standard, you might have gone through this. Then when you used to fill up the sentences with this, that, these, those. So here these words, this, that, these, those, all together will be taken as the demonstrative determiners. If we talk about these words describe the position of an object seen from the speaker's point of view. Side by side, all of you, like up till now we have taken different types of determiners, so I hope you have mentioned the heading and the important points related to that. Now also just note down the important points under the heading demonstratives. Okay, this and these will be used for the singular and the plural noun respectively. Like when you are talking about this for any particular object, or while you are talking about a singular noun, so this will be used, and when you are talking about the plural one, these will be used, and this and these will be used when you are referring to the object which is close by you or which is near to you. Example will see, whose car is this, or whose cars are these. So this and these uses clear. Now all of you just write down one more sentence by using two more sentences by using this as well as these quickly in your notebook only, where you have noted down this example, the given example. Below that only write down two more examples, everyone. Now we'll talk about the another one, that and those. Here also the same is there. That will be used for the singular one and those will be used for the plural one respectively. Clear? And that and those will be used when you are referring to the object that are far away from you, that are further away. So in that case you will use that or those. And the closeness when you are talking about here, that can be the physical or the psychological. In both the cases either you are using this or these or that or those. So closeness whenever you are talking about, if it is nearby you or it is far away, in both the cases psychological as well as the physical, you will accordingly you are going to use these words. Now the example we can see, who lives in that house. So house you are talking about, that is far away from you and you are pointing towards that particular house. So that is the use of the demonstrative determiner here. Now write down one more example or two more example here also using the that and those. Everyone quickly, any simple example you can write down here. Good. I hope everybody has written. Now we are moving to the another one. The another type of determiner is numbers. We know very well that numbers are divided into two parts, cardinal one and the ordinal one. Note down side by side, quickly write down the heading numbers and under that write down cardinal one and the ordinal one. Cardinal one means when you are talking about 1, 2, 3 in that manner. Ordinal when you are talking about first, second, third in the same series. Now we'll see the cardinal number. If we talk about, these are also the adjectives that indicate quantity, which are telling about the quantity of a particular object you are talking about. So here we can see the example. There are five apples on the table. So that is the use of the cardinal number we have done, and that is 5 will be taken as the number determiner. Wherever in your example you have used the determiner, just for your convenience just underline it, underline that particular word, whatever the examples you have noted down in your notebook, quickly underline. Okay, now the another one is ordinal number, which indicate the rank or order. For example, this is the first time for me on a plane. Clear? So here the use of the word first will be taken as the number determiner. Now the another kind of determiner will be distributives one. Here Under that you will use the words like all, both, half, each, every, either and neither. So these will be taken as the distributive one. Note down up till now. After writing the heading, just note down which kind of words will be included in that. Now we are going to see the uses. We can see all, both, half. These three words can be used in the different ways. So firstly we are taking all. While you are using all as the uncountable noun, the example can be Don Bradman is the greatest batsman of all time. So you can see the superlative, two determiners we have used it here. First one before the greatest, and use of all when you are talking about uncountable one, that Don Bradman is the greatest batsman of all time. So all will be your determiner here, just underline it. Secondly, when you are using it as the uncountable or the countable, it's up to you. So the example can be all the people in the hall went quiet. When you are using another determiner with that, the all the people, you're talking about either it can be the countable one or the uncountable one. So underline all in that. Another one will see the use of that when you are using all with my or yours, and with the countable or uncountable noun in the plural form. So you have written here the first example. You can see, all my life I have been waiting for this moment. All my life I have been waiting for this moment. So here all you have used with my. Secondly, in the second sentence, all your friends have been invited to the party. Either it can be the countable one or uncountable one. Now we'll see the another use of all with this or that. Again, either on with these and those also, either this and that when we are using with the uncountable noun, and these and those when we are using with the countable one. So look at the example. Look at all this dust, which is uncountable one. Secondly, I do not have time for all these formalities. So here it can be countable one. I hope it is clear to all of you that this with the this we have used all here, and with these also we have used all. Now we'll see the use of both when you are using it with the my, your and these or those. So just look at the example. And basically both, when you are going to use both, when you are talking about the two objects only. Okay, so the example, both the dogs have passed away. Both my ankles have been hurting since I jumped from the balcony. Both these books must be returned within the week. So here you can see both determiner will be used when you are going to talk about the two objects, and that will be the countable one only, because in all you saw that we talked about both countable as well as the uncountable one, but when you are talking about both, so that will be taken for the countable one only. Another one, half, that we are going to use with the my, your, this, that, these, those. So you can see the example here. Half the village perished in the floods. So when you are using half with the. Second sentence you can see, I spent half my inheritance on traveling the world. Next one, you may have half this cake, means when you are talking about the particular cake, so that's why you have used this here. Then only half of those points are relevant. So here I think it is clear how you have to use the different words in the different sentences as a determiner. Okay, now the another type of determiner you can mention here, the heading possessive one. Possessive pronoun and adjective, basically if we talk about it, indicate to which an object belongs to. So we'll see the examples here. I hope you people are very much clear with noun and pronoun. Okay, noun if we talk about, it can be the name of a person, place or thing in very general term if we are talking about. And pronoun, when we are using the words on the place of the noun. So here possessive pronoun we are going to talk about today. Just look at the first one, mine. The word that has been used here will be taken as the first person when you are talking about that this car is mine. So what you would like to say here, that I own this car. So when you are saying this car is mine, so you are talking about your possession here. So even in a single sentence, if we talk about, one or more than one determiner can be used. Like in this sentence, if I talk about this car is mine, so this is also the determiner and mine is also the determiner. So basically, but in this example, if we talk about, we are focusing on mine as a possessive one. And students, whenever you are going through the sentences and you need to identify, you should be very well clear that which kind of determiner you are talking about, because many of the questions you are going to get in which you have to find out the determiner and you need to mention the type of the particular determiner. Then the another word we have taken here, yours. So here you are talking about the second person, like example, this car is yours. The meaning will be that you own this car. So yours will be the possessive determiner here. Next one, if we talk about, you can use it as his, her and its. So that will be taken as the third person. And this car is his or her. What is the meaning of that? That he or she owns this car. So the corresponding adjectives if we talk about, we can see here my, your, his, her and it. So basically when we talk about possessive determiners, so that will be the one where you are talking about the possession. We are showing the relation between the object or the person. And now we are going to do the quick review of the topic that we have taken today. Means the main points we are going to recall again. So you can see here we took the topic determiners, and determiners are a kind of noun modifiers which changes the noun, and they precede and are necessarily followed by noun. So these are of different types. We can see here that can be the articles one we have taken, quantifier, demonstrative, numbers, distributives and the possessive one. So these are the main 5 type of determiners we need to talk about. Beside that, 2 more are there, like the difference words if we talk about and the defining words. So only the examples you can note down here. Okay, the articles if we talk about, an article is a word that modifies or describes the noun. So that can be of two types. Which are these? I hope everybody is aware about the answer now. Yes, the one is indefinite one. And what will be the indefinite one? Yes, a and n. And what will be the definite article? Exactly, that will be the. The quantifier, second type of demonstrate, the second type of determiners if we talk about. So these are the quantifiers one. These are the adjectives or the phrases that serve to answer two possible questions. Which were these? How many and how much. Like much, a little, a bit of, a great deal of, etc. Demonstrative if we talk about, so they describe the position of an object seen from the speaker's viewpoint. So the different words can be there under that: this, that, these and those. Another one, numbers determiners if we talk about, so these can be of two types, cardinal and the ordinal. Everybody is very much clear about the difference between the cardinal and ordinal now. Cardinal when you are talking about 1, 2, 3, and ordinal when you are writing as first, second, third. Now the another type is distributive one. The words like all, both, half, each, every, either, neither, when you are talking about, so that can be taken as the distributive one. Possessive, these possessive pronoun and adjective indicate who an object belongs to. So it can be mine, yours, his, hers, its, my, yours. So all these words which are showing the relation between the object and one's relation with the object, so that will be taken as the possessive one. So these are the main 5 types of determiners we have talked about. Beside these 5 types, 2 more are there. You can go through it too. Difference words while referring to something different or remaining or more. So another, other when you are talking about. Defining words, they indicate which thing or person is being referred to when you are talking about the word which or whose. Notes, I hope already you people have noted down side by side during the class only. Okay, now note down your homework, each and everyone, and daily you need to submit your homework to us without any failure. Clear? So note down the homework. Write 5 sentences of each kind of determiners under appropriate heading of its type. Means heading you will mention and the 5 example of that particular kind of determiner you will mention. And please make sure that your handwriting should be neat and clean. Properly you have to do that work. It should be in the legible handwriting only. And each and everyone is supposed to do that work, because so many times we have informed you that the work that you are going to submit to us, that will be taken for your internal assessment, which is one of the important factor now. Clear? So don't take it lightly. Make sure that everyone doing their work timely and submitting it to us. Your work must be in your fair notebook in neat and clean handwriting, and then you have to take the click of that and then you need to mail us. Thank you for today's session. Take care.